All right, formation of government. This is pretty simple, or we're probably fairly familiar with it, but it is good to highlight that formation of government happens in the House of Representatives. So, in other words, and this comes back to some comments with previous Governor General and incidents in the 70s, you form government by showing that you have support of the majority of members in the House of Representatives. Now, usually you do that by your team having the majority of the vote, the majority of the electorates in the House of Representatives. At the moment, with 151 or 150, it doesn't make a difference. That means your target is 76. So 50% plus one. But that doesn't always happen. You can have minority governments, of course, where the party with the most number of wins doesn't necessarily get over that target of 76. And in fact, you could have a minority government with a party that doesn't have the most electorate wins either. All they need to do is demonstrate to the Governor General and show that they've got support of the majority of the House of Representatives. So you can imagine that if there was a larger third party, so the Greens at the moment have 4 in the House of Representatives, let's say they got 10, or another party got 10, and the other two major parties fall, 70 and 68, then I don't know if that math adds up, but whatever. Get the idea. It is conceivable that the party without the most, if they get the support of another party to get over 76, they could then go to the Governor General and say, we're going to form the government. We've got the support. I'll wrap up with the formation of government with this point, and the leader of the government becomes the Prime Minister. Now, I mention that because we've had a number of times fairly recently where the people have thought they voted in a Prime Minister, and then during a parliament without an election, we have a new Prime Minister. Yeah. And that's because the leader of the government has changed. The government has remained the same. So the team that was voted in by the people of Australia has remained the same, but the team whose government has chosen to change their leader, and that has changed the Prime Minister of Australia. So it's really good to sort of spell that out, that we don't vote the Prime Minister in. And it's very confusing because the debates are between two people and the posters about two people and the ads are about these two people, and one of these two people either stays the Prime Minister or the other one becomes the Prime Minister. So it feels like when we go to vote, we're voting the Prime Minister. And we don't. We vote in the team, and whoever is the leader at any time of that team that's in the government becomes the Prime Minister. Passage of a bill. My apologies. So just going to talk about the state of play at the minute. Obviously, this is up for change